Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is the 30th of May 2018 and I'm here today for your daily energy reading. It is a Wednesday today and I have grabbed the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot along with the Journey of Love Oracle and the Power Flowers. I'm not sure if I'll grab one from the Power Flowers yet, but as I say every day, these general readings for any particular astrological sign, I'm just allowing the tarot to give us, feel into the energies that are surrounding us and give us any messages that, may resonate with anyone who's been guided to come to this reading today. Maybe a sign. Just take what you want from it. There's nothing serious going on here. I really love doing this, but it's something you just feel into, and if there's resonance, then take what you want from it. I just want to mention today that I had a promotion going for the Sagittarius full moon, and it was the Sagittarius full moon last night for us, well, early hours of the morning, 21 minutes past 12 to be exact. So in actual fact, it's the full moon energy for us today. However, I chose, I had a offer going for whoever subscribed, commented, liked to my channel, my Facebook page, my Instagram accounts. And Peter Winter was the winner of the personal reading. So thanks, Peter, for all of your comments that you've been, all of the activity you've been on most of my live readings, which I'm really grateful for. It's beautiful to know that I'm actually speaking to someone live. It's a really kind of a cool feeling. And especially, I think, you're over the other side of the world, so that's even cooler. So yeah, Peter, I will either you get in touch with me via my email, send me whatever question you'd like answered, or I can just feel into the energies that are surrounding you at the moment, and I will get that done for you before the end of the week. So yeah, thanks, Peter. Right, so let's just feel into the energies of today. Just allow whichever cards want to come through. I've done lots of shuffling and feeling into meditating and amplifying my energy just prior to pressing record. So there's been a transformation. Yeah, things get illuminated around the full moon. Truths come to the forefront. If you're interested in what the energies of the Sagittarius full moon and what they brought for us, they're reading yesterday's reading's done in 2 parts. So yeah, that's up there if you want to watch it. So this is a Scorpio as well. This is death. This is death to something. Something's being dropped. Something's dead to you. And yeah, if you go back and watch the reading yesterday, you'll see that something needed to be cut away. Sagittarius is all about truth. And the energy surrounding it with Uranus and Taurus, and there's a trine in water, a grand trine in water. Everything, there was a big, huge push to leave something behind and move forward on a new beginning. Great, Peter. That's cool. Thanks for being here once again. I'm glad you didn't drop your coffee on your computer. That wouldn't have been good. So there's a transformation happening. Something's being fully illuminated with that full moon. Some inner truths. I know I sat last night, and beautiful, I do this astrology course, and last night I was really looking into, we were studying oppositions, and I was looking at my Venus in opposition to my Neptune, and that was a really beautiful insight, and I did a lot more research when I got home, and it was really, really insightful to see just how that had been playing out in my life for a really long time, and how recently I'd unconsciously integrated it as a whole of who I was. I'd come to this realization that that whole aspect wasn't serving me in the way that the way it was playing out in my life. And now I get the beautiful blessings from having that in the 12th house, as that's the Pisces energy, and also the Sagittarius is my ascendant with Venus. So there's actual blessings with it. Before you just got to, sometimes you just got to move through the painful experiences to get to the blessings. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's life. Yeah, if we think that we're the only one that's had challenges and we're the only ones that suffered, you're so mistaken. We are all, no matter how good a person's life looks from the outer, like you might think everything's just glorious for me. I've got this beautiful view, you know, and there are so many blessings in my life, and every day I give thanks and appreciate. But you know, every single person is struggling and has challenges. And the most beautiful thing I read when I was young is treat everyone as if they have a sign around their neck saying, "Make me feel good about myself." Because you do not know really deeply what's going on internally for anyone that you encounter. We're pretty good at keeping our persona a certain way. You know, and people might not want to show what's going on for them really deeply, but only to the people that they're really closely intimate with. But much rather, you know, a lot of people just want to keep that superficial sort of connection going with acquaintances and strangers on the street. I've learned to be outrageously open now because it doesn't matter. But people don't need to know my struggles. But if they openly ask me, I'll let them know. So awesome. This death here, this transformation, sorry, I dropped the card. This transformation that has happened, you are just getting so much more power over your life and over yourself. This is the card of Aries. We have Scorpio and Aries here, but it's also the card of self, independence, doing what you want to do, being the emperor over your own life. Not a king, an emperor, ruling your own empire because you've transformed something. There's been a death to something that was just taking you away from yourself and what you need, getting your power back. We spoke about this yesterday. This is fire, this is action, this is Mars energy, this is masculinity. This is strength, this is courage, drive, will, moving forward. First, something had to be illuminated and transformed. 2 major arcanas today so far. Very, very strong energies. Because there was a deception. Were you deceiving yourself about something? Maybe you thought you were even deceiving it. You were deceiving yourself. Maybe. Deceiving yourself about something. Or someone was deceiving. There was some deception. Stealing away. Someone was trying to steal something. Maybe someone took your power because you were giving too much energy to something or someone, and that had to transform. There had to be a death to that deception. Whether you were deceiving yourself and not being true to yourself and not honoring your own fire and your own power, or someone outside of you was deceiving you, but that's a co-creation, yeah? We allow people to deceive us. We're trusting our inner knowing. We take back our power and we're really trusting our deep inner knowing. We know when someone's deceiving us. We don't need anyone else to tell us that someone's deceiving us. We know. We know. There's been a death to that. Two sevens. Trust. Openness. Lots of options available. Are you going to choose wisely? Are you going to blind yourself off to something? It's a Seven of Cups. Lots and lots of options available, but are you going to get stuck in illusions and daydreams? Fantasize about what could be? Or are you actually going to choose one and take forward action? Use your inner power and fire to choose one and move forward with it. That's what the Sagittarius full moon is all about. Illumination, cutting away, moving forward with something, firing your arrow and moving towards a vision. What are you going to choose? Are you going to stay stuck in a fantasy, daydream, sort of illusionary world? You're going to use the fire of the masculine, the Mars energy to choose decisively and move forward. A little bit exhausted. So much going on, pausing to rest. Maybe, yeah. Like, because maybe you've been giving your power away, or you've been giving your energy to a job for years and years and years, and you've decided, done with it. I'm so done with it. But you still have responsibilities. You still have, you know, maybe children, a mortgage, a house, creative pursuits, projects, meetings, community events, lots of things going on. The Nine of Wands, you've got one more wand to get to the end of the cycle, to get to the culmination of whatever you've been working towards. But maybe there needs to be a death in the way you're approaching these responsibilities, these projects, these whatever you've been giving your energy to and your power to. Maybe it's time to just take back control of your life. How do you use your time? Maybe that's why it's become so overwhelming, because you're not utilizing your time efficiently. Maybe you're deceiving yourself that you can actually accomplish all this that you're setting out to do. That maybe a death to something needs to be a death to a few of these rods. Are they worth putting your energy into anymore? Do you need to be scattering your energy so thin between these? Or is there a way where you can harness your drive, your will, your power, but also being total in the moment and flowing between all of these responsibilities, projects, whatever these ones signify to you? And ask yourself, are they bringing you emotional fulfillment? Are you fulfilled by these? Do these bring you joy? Do you wake up in the morning excited and inspired and ready to just take on the day because you love everything that you're putting your energy into? Or are you a little bit scattered and exhausted because I'm not really into this anymore? Why am I doing this type thing? Why would you be holding on to things that aren't bringing you joy? That's why the death's here, the death card's here. Something needs to die away. It's a relationship, a job, a community group, anything that's not bringing you joy. Yeah, there's things that you need to do that aren't exactly joyous, but if you can get yourself into the present moment, even doing the most mundane things can bring you joy. Like when I'm cleaning, I put music on, or I listen to a really an audio book that I'm really inspired by. Yeah, and that's not totally being in the moment. I mean, some people can say that's multitasking, but for me, that actually brings me joy, and doing those things like folding endless piles of washing. I have 3 boys. People ask me, why do I fold the washing? Because that's, I want to. I want to do it, and it's something, a responsibility that I take, but I don't have to do it, So maybe there's some things that need to be dropped out of your life or looked at in a completely different way. So, because there's 2 9s, we've got 2 7s and 2 9s. 9's about spirituality and completion. Maybe all of this busyness, everything that you've got going on in your life is keeping you awake and anxious and going over and over things in your head. It's not fun. And of course that's going to lead to exhaustion if you're not sleeping, if you're suffering from insomnia, from an overactive mind. Not only that, also stuck in a sense of daydreaming and deception. There's deception around you, whether this is you deceiving yourself or just someone deceiving you, and a sense of delusion here. Daydream, wasting your energy on sitting, fantasizing about your life, rather than maybe being very action orientated and taking back control of your life. Using the power of the Emperor to let go of these energies, use that drive and that will to drop some of these wands and to get out of your head and just move forward decisively. We'll allow one more card to come through, and then we'll choose an oracle deck. Because maybe you're waiting for something. Maybe you're wanting to offer something to someone. This is the Knight of Cups. This is kind of, the King of Cups is mastered his emotions, but the Knight of Cups is still kind of reckless, kind of got that sort of it's the the knight in shining armor that comes in and sweeps some off their feet, but there might not be a lot of substance or groundedness to his offer. It's just to end the moment, and maybe next week it's someone else he's offering his love to. So maybe this is the deception that's happened, that you felt that there was an offer of love, but you were being deceived because this offer of love was getting offered everywhere. Or this might be you just moving forward with love for your life, choosing to take the path of love first and foremost. Do all of these things bring me a sense of love? Is the path paved with love? No matter what you go through, no matter what struggles, no matter what deception or disillusionment or whatever happens in your life, you will eventually return to love. Maybe it's time to just gift this love to yourself and to look at your life and to really ask yourself, is my life filled with love? Am I loving myself first and foremost? This is not a self-love kind of an energy. He's bruised and battered. It's like he's been in battle. He's not really honoring himself. He's just kind of a slave, yeah? This is not loving yourself. This person could be having a beautiful salt magnesium bath. This person could be getting a massage. This person could be sitting in meditation, listening to sound frequencies. No, they're letting the thoughts take over their mind. It is not a path of love. This is not a path of love. We're each co-creators of our reality, yeah? And if you've allowed yourself to be deceived, then that's not being self-loving. You're not trusting your own watery intuition. The Knight of Cups is intuitive, receptive, in tune. When we love ourselves, if our minds are too busy though, we cannot be receptive. Just going over everything. If we're too busy doing, running ourselves ragged, burning ourselves out, how's that loving? It's time to come back to love. Death to anything that isn't loving. It's not about asking for love from someone outside of you. It's about being love. Yeah, Peter said it's like being on autopilot, chasing our tails every day. Yes, there is. We have an endless, infinite to-do list, and we're never, ever going to get it all done. Ever. There's always going to be more to do. We need to have a death to the pressure that society puts on us. And become love. Take back our own power. And ultimately, at the essence of everything, is love. And in coming back to love every single time, asking yourself in each moment, whatever you're doing, is this self-loving? Am I being loving to myself in this moment? Is this bringing me joy? Because that's the questions you need to ask yourself today with all these choices. Is this loving? Am I being love here? How can I show more love in this moment? We've created these situations. We've co-created these situations through our expectations, unconscious patterns. Not loving ourselves enough. And so, when we don't love ourselves enough, these experiences come into our lives to show us that, to heal, to come back to ourselves, to sit quietly with the uncomfort of that knowing, and to gently, compassionately come back to unconditional love. Be love. So I am going to choose a card from the Journey of Love Oracle deck today. Quite fitting, given the message. It's interesting looking back at that card, how I got to that conclusion. But anyway, it just flowed through, just allow. Okay, 36, we have the Cosmic Butterfly. So pretty. Wow. I'm going to sit there, lovely card. Yes. Perfect. You are being reborn. Excuse me. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother, on fire with her creative power. You are being transformed while living. Transformation. To surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life while submitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you in a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, and creating again. This is your sacred task. Endlessly creating, destroying, and creating again. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter yet another cycle of rebirth. Yet, let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, yes, should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it's falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth just like the butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and truly being alive, being truly alive, can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. The breeze of the butterfly's wings caresses the stillness of my thoughts and awakens feelings that course through my veins. Like the whale's song to the ocean's depths, there wells in me a knowing and a wonder of what is yet to be. Choose love. Be love. Allow this old you to die away. Take back your power. Become the emperor today. Big love, deep blessings, beautiful people. I shall see you tomorrow. I'll be in touch, Peter. Or you send me an email and let me know what you want to dive into with your reading. Big love, deep blessings. Bye.